Not everyone can be a millionaire, but Harrison Ford is an exception. The outstanding actor has earned quite a huge amount of bucks over the years, and that's what allows him to enjoy such a rich lifestyle. The Star Wars and Indiana Jones star owns some insanely expensive things. In this video, we are going to discuss everything nice and expensive that the actor owns. So, let's get straight to it. The properties Ford owns are to die for. As of 2022, Harrison Ford enjoys a net worth of a total of $300 million. Money has been coming to him since his debut in the film industry, and today he holds 4th place in the list of highest-grossing domestic office stars. As per the reports, the actor bags around $1 million a month, and we believe the properties he owns are just a small fraction of his luxurious lifestyle, the Wyoming Ranch. It looks like the actor is fond of hiking, and that's why he's got this great ranch. Not just that, it also serves as an outstanding training ground for his flying lessons. The ranch is spread out over 800 acres and is surrounded by cottonwood trees and river bottom. However, you'd be surprised to know that half of this area has been donated as a nature reserve. As far as we know, the actor bought this ranch back in the 80s. We don't know the exact price of this ranch, but as per our guess, its market value right now should be anywhere between $6 to $7 million. We know one thing, that Ford is one of the most private celebrities ever, and this ranch, in an almost secluded area, is the best place to live for a person who doesn't like being seen all the time. Located in Jackson, Wyoming, this ranch sees Harrison Ford and his wife Callista Flockhart every now and then. It seems like the two enjoy staying away from the hustle and bustle of city life and going to the ranch to enjoy some quiet quality time alone. He also owned a penthouse in New York. In 2002, Ford also bought a luxurious penthouse in New York City, which apparently cost him around $5.3 million. Reportedly, the Chelsea Prairie wasn't always an apartment complex. Instead, it used to be a warehouse, which was later turned into a building that features one penthouse per floor. As far as we know, Ford had the penthouse completely renovated and turned it into a minimalist-style apartment. It features 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, while other amenities include a private roof deck, from where you can enjoy the beautiful view of the city. However, Ford sold this penthouse for a whopping $15 million in 2012. That's quite a huge profit, isn't it? His properties in Brentwood are also quite costly. Harrison owns 2 gigantic properties in Brentwood, and both are just utterly amazing. First, his mansion, that's located in an isolated area of Brentwood. This mansion is not only private, but also extremely expensive. Spread over 13,767 square feet of land, the Mandeville Canyon costs about $12.65 million. Not just that, this enormous mansion features 7 beautiful bedrooms and 9 bathrooms. Other than that, it also consists of 6 fireplaces and a separate patio cottage. This patio cottage is equipped with a guest staff suite as well as a screening room. The second one is his longtime house called the Gerard Colcord House. This enormous house is also located in a pretty private area of Brentwood. Apparently, Mr. Ford bought this majestic house in 1983 for $100,000. However, we believe it costs a lot more than that today. The Colcord House consists of 4 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and multiple fireplaces. Its interior is beautiful and perfectly proportioned. This property also has an adjacent poolside guest house that features a 1-bedroom suite and 2 separate guest and staff suites. After seeing all these properties, we can say one thing for sure. Harrison Ford really has a keen eye for houses. His car collection is also worth watching. It's true that while Mr. Ford is more of a flying guy, he still has a fleet of some of the most luxurious cars in the world. Before we tell you about his cars, know that his car collection can make any car enthusiast jealous. Tesla Model S. Tesla Model S is the first one in his car collection, and this one comes with a price tag of $79,990. Not only is this car eco-friendly, but also one of the best models Tesla has ever launched, the Jaguar XK140. Next up is the rare, classic, and collector car, the Jaguar XK140. A thing to note here is that this model of Jaguar was only in production for 4 years. However, it's still quite popular among the collectors. As of 2022, a Jaguar XK140 costs around $40,000. This price may seem less, which it isn't, but keeping it in pristine condition also requires a wallet full of bucks. A 1966 Austin Healey 300. Yes, you heard it right. Mr. Ford also owns the famous 1966 Austin Healey, which is often considered one of the most expensive and rare vintage cars. This 1966 Austin Healey 300 is a convertible and was in production from 1959 till 1967. The car's worth is unknown. However, depending on the miles on its odometer and the condition, it can cost anywhere between hundreds of thousands of dollars. A Mercedes-Benz S-Class. He also owns a beautiful black Mercedes-Benz S-Class, which is known for being the most luxurious classic S-Class car manufactured by German manufacturers. We can't put an exact price on this marvel, however, the base price for an S-Class car is $111,100, and the prices only go up after this. So, it won't be wrong to say that Mr. Ford really has spent a fortune on this one. There are so many more luxurious cars in Harrison Ford's car collection, but that'll take us a whole video to talk talk about them, so let's move on to his motorbike collection. Harrison Ford has a nice motorbike collection as well. Other than cars, Ford is also a fan of motorbikes and owns many of the best ones out there. Reportedly, a BMW R1200 GS is the most expensive motorbike in his collection. This particular model was manufactured in 2012 and was the best seller of that year as well. Not just that, it isn't any ordinary bike either. It costs around $19,000 and can run at speeds of 131 miles an hour. Another car in his collection is the Triumph Daytona. The model has now been discontinued, and bike enthusiasts consider it a rare collectible. Apparently, the base price for these bikes is $14,000. His motorbike fleet also consists of a BMW F650 GS, which can cost anywhere between $8,000 to $10,000. Not just that, he owns a classic Triumph motorbike as well, whose price ranges from $10,000 to $20,000. The most exciting part of his rich lifestyle is his private jet collection. You must already know that Mr. Ford is a licensed pilot and loves flying more than anything. What you don't know is that he owns a whole fleet of some amazing private jets and helicopters. He actually loves flying in these jets and enjoys just flying around. The 1929 vintage Waco Taper Wing. One of the jets in his collection is a 1929 vintage Waco Taper Wing. These planes were introduced in 1927, and we assume that Ford got his hands on the plane back in the 70s or 80s. And at that time, its price was around $2,000. But now it's way more than that. Beechcraft B-36 TC Bonanza. In 1947, when this plane made its debut, it became one of the most famous planes on the market. If someone had to get this plane, they should have gotten it right after its debut, because in 2017, the plane's price hiked up to $815,000. It's a 6-seater plane with a single engine, and it has been in production longer than any other plane in history. The Cessna 208B Grand Caravan. This one is actually our favorite, and we believe it's Ford's favorite as well, because the actor uses it whenever he has to go on a long-distance trip. The Grand Caravan is actually a bigger version of the Cessna 208B, and as of last year, its price was around $2.5 million. Only if we could have this one for us. The Pilatus PC-12. The P-12 is actually a smaller one in Ford's collection, and according to the reports, it's actually the most expensive private jet in his collection. In 2018, the base price for this plane was $5 million, and we believe that Ford spent that much while getting it for himself. The Bell 407. Other than planes, Mr. Ford also owns a Bell 407 helicopter. This 4-blade helicopter is genuinely a beauty, and not just that, its highest speed is 161 miles an hour, while its cruising speed is 152 miles an hour. Bell's 407 base price is $3.1 million, and it consists of a standard seating for 2 crew members and 5 cabin seats for passengers. That's a wrap for this video. You can share your ideas and thoughts about Harrison Ford's lifestyle in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more amazing content soon. Till next time, stay safe and healthy. Goodbye.